Shalom. I would like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory that is due unto you, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. I would also like to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for passing down this truth. And I would also like to send a sincere salutation out there to the hopefully elect preaching this word in truth and sincerity. Now, in this lesson, I'm going into how the other nations, starting off with Esau, Edom, are going to be our slaves in the kingdom of heaven. But first, I want to play you a video going into how the couple that you see at the bottom of the screen, they adopted 5 children just to use them as slaves. So I'm going to let the video run. It's only about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes. So I'm going to just let it play, and then, we're going to get into some precepts. So let's get into it.
Adoptive parents of 3 children are in jail today after Kanawha County deputies said 2 teens were found locked inside a barn. Hannah Klein breaks down the investigation after deputies say they received a 911 call from someone concerned about the kids.
A stunning find in Sissonville has led to the arrest of 2 adoptive parents.
You're being charged with a felony, child neglect, creating risk of injury.
Donald Lance and Jean Whitefeather now in jail as their children are now with CPS. It started on Monday when deputies got a call just before 6 o'clock in the evening. The 2 children were being locked in a barn at this home on Cheyenne Lane in Sissonville.
They weren't able to locate any guardians or parental figures or anybody around the residence or the barn, and started having a conversation with 2 children that were inside the barn.
Deputies eventually forced their way into the barn, where they said they found a 16-year-old girl and 14-year-old boy inside a 20 by 14-foot room. Investigators say the teens had no way to get out of the shed, with no running water, no bathroom. The girl told deputies their parents had brought them food around 6 o'clock that morning, but said her and her brother weren't allowed in the house and were locked in the barn for long periods every day. Eyewitness News spoke to neighbors who were afraid to go on camera, but claimed multiple families called police about the children's safety several times, and they are thankful they are now safe.
Well, it's a pretty bad case. It's in any type of situation like this, it's not really comparable. A horrific condition, it's just not how you want or how you would even expect children to be raised or been taken care of.
Lance and Whitefeather eventually showed up at the home. They're now charged with child neglect, creating substantial risk of injury. The mother admitted the children were left in the shed, but reportedly told deputies they, quote, liked it.
They're trying to, get the children back in better living conditions, better placement, and the detectives will continue to investigate and build this case.
In Sissonville, Hannah Klein, Eyewitness News.
Hannah, thank you. And deputies said a 3rd child who was about 5 or 6 years old was found alone in the main home. Now, the child was found crying and close to the railing of an approximately 15-foot drop from a loft.
Thanks for watching. And here's another video from Eyewitness News. Click right here to subscribe to our channel and
See? 2 demons. And then the woman, when the police was questioning her, her response was the kids liked it, being locked in a barn. In the shed. With no running water, no bathroom, and they weren't allowed in the house. They literally treated them, the children, the Israelite children, like slaves. So you Christians and other camps that's talking about, the heathen, they can make it into the kingdom, y'all are out your goddamn mind. You think this is going to make it into the kingdom of heaven? Let's go into Revelation 13 and 9. It's Revelation. I'll start at the 9th verse. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints, being Israelites. See? So they brought us over here in cargo slave ships to serve our captivity. But you know what? When Yahushua comes back and destroys Babylon the Great, he's going to set us above them. And they're going to be our possessions in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be whooping the shit out of them. We're going to be starving them. We're going to lock them in sheds. They not going to be allowed in our homes, in our palaces, in our mansions, unless they scrubbing the floors. There's so many scriptures on how the heathen nations are going to be our servants in the kingdom of heaven, starting with Esau, Edom. Let's go to Isaiah 60 and 14. Isaiah 60 and 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. And you see, this is talking about in the kingdom of heaven, not here on this side, having, what would appear to be an Edomite, bending down, bowing to you, kissing your boots. That's going off. This is for the kingdom. This is going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. It says, them that afflicted thee. All the heathen nations had a part in our captivity, starting with Esau, Edom. It says, the city of the Lord Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Now let's go to Revelation 2 and 25. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. You see, it's those that, stayed steadfast in the faith, that didn't waver and fall out and go back in the world. Those that stayed true to the ministry and kept faith and hope alive in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. It says, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. You see, they're going to be our possession. They're going to be our slaves. They're going to be our property in the kingdom of heaven. That's wicked, man. They said there was a 5 to 6 year old child that was left in the house unattended next to a railing where the child, he could have fell and, been out of here. And they probably wouldn't even reported it to the police because they was in the wrong. They would have buried him somewhere, never to be seen again. Demons. This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give prey. It's clear as day. It's that simple. So who are the people who are our adversaries then? If all nations can make it into the kingdom of heaven, who's going to be the slaves then? It makes no sense. It says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord Yahweh, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. You see, they don't think much of us here on this side in Babylon the Great. We're an outcast. That's why I can't wait for Yahushua to come back, set you heathen straight. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. You see, only Israel will rule in the kingdom, not no Edomite, Moabite, Ishmaelite, Cushite. Only Israel. It's that simple. You say anybody can make it into the kingdom of heaven, you err not knowing the scriptures. You just made that up. This is Psalms chapter 149, verse 4. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation." And who are his people? The Israelites, the 12 tribes. He says, "He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh." You see, so we're going to have yoke of iron around their neck. That, the top wicked elite, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers. We're going to put yokes of iron around their neck. The same way they did us here, we're going to do them 10 times worse. Let's go to Obadiah 1, and I'll start at the 16th verse. This is Obadiah 1 and 16. "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. They shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been." Now, let's go into that word right there. Let's go into drink. Have drunk.
Strong's H8354. Shatha. Shatha.
Shatha in the Hebrew. To drink. Of drinking cup of God's wrath, of slaughter of wicked deeds. You see? So the same, pain and torment that the heathen inflicted on us, we're going to inflict on them in the kingdom of heaven. It says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall pass." Let me read it again, Slaki. 17th verse. It says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions." So all the riches that these heathen have now on this side in Babylon the Great, it's going to be inherited. Well, not even inherited. It's going to be taken. It's going to be ours. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it." So after, Esau serves his 1,000 years in captivity in the kingdom of heaven, they're going to be burnt up, never to be seen again. There will not be another Edomite anywhere on the face of the earth. And call hello Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for that. I get tired of seeing you demons. That video had me hot in the spirit. Now let's go to 2nd Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 6 verse 7. "Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So right now we're in Esau's world. You know, we're in Esau's rulership. But when Yahushua comes back to destroy Babylon the Great, we're going to be ruling in the kingdom of heaven. You know, the shoe is going to be on the other foot. And we're not going to forget how you treated us on this side. And Yahushua, he definitely didn't forget. Now let's go to back to the blue letter. It says Isaiah chapter 61. Start at the 4th verse. Isaiah 61:4. And they shall build the old wastes. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolation of many generations. And the stranger shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowman and your vine dresser. That stranger being the other nations. You know, they're gonna be feeding our flocks, and they're gonna be, you know, just doing work in the kingdom of heaven. We're not gonna have to lift a finger in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna have servants to do it for us. It says, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord Yahweh. Ye being the Israelites. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Again, all their riches is going to be translated unto us, Israelites, in the kingdom. Now, since I said that, let's go back to the Apocrypha. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 10:8. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that one people being Esau, and that another it's talking about, again, are the Israelites. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. That's Esau's MO. He brought us here in cargo slave ships to come build up this kingdom, his kingdom. And we didn't get nothing for it. We didn't get no reparations. You know, I don't even want reparations on this side. Because just giving us money, that doesn't fix the problem. You can't put a dollar amount on what they did to us. Reparations is when we have them, you know, with chains around their necks. That's reparations. Then you got some weak-hearted nigga talking, oh, two wrongs don't make it right. Well, it makes it equal. Let's go to Psalm 2 and verse 8. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possessions. Let's see how it reads in the NLT. That's clear. That's so simple. I don't understand why people can't get it. It says, only ask, and I will give you the nations as your inheritance, the whole earth as your possessions. See? The Israelites will rule over the planet Earth. The galaxy, really. That's all I had on that. I think I made the point. So, Lord's willing, Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. Till the next time, shalom.